Hmm. Okay. Alright, now we go back to stream. Oh, what the hell? Alright, now we go back to stream. Alright, we got the chat, so not really going to be talking unless someone comes in the chat. Because I was just playing Resident Evil Code Veronica. Not doing an actual run, though. I'm going to be playing the game again. It's only because it's the hardest game in the series, and I figure the best way to learn the game is to overpower myself. And to freaking play the game over and over and over again to learn the puzzle layouts. Because part of the reason that I feel afraid to do an actual run of Code Veronica is because I'm worried about getting lost and not being able to properly avoid enemies. Because I'm not sure of the path to take. Alright, I think I can go back in here. Alright. I may have to lower the audio just a bit for the game. And I can close the... Might want to move the chat above the quality. And later on, I might stop playing just so I can record Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets once again. Oh battery, huh? Oh wait, there's a door. There we go. You like bears, Pokesaurus, huh? Alright, are those just bullets? Because we don't need to pick those up. Oh shit. I see we have another save room, even though we don't need to save. Oh, we need to take this. Yes, I know where to bring this. I would imagine bears are pretty strong Pokesaurus. Like, do you know the movie Grizzly Man and the real-life incident associated with it? Like, let's just say they tell you not to run away from bears for a reason, because once they get you into that firm grip, they go straight for the head. Alright, well, let's first explore in here before I go put that emblem where it needs to go. You know about Grizzly Man, or what's left of him. Aw, that's grim. Alright, looking in here, there's just pistol bullets. Ugh, now I have to review this footage for when I actually play this game for real. I don't know, I wasn't planning to stream this, but I felt like just turning on the stream button just so I could showcase this, I guess. Obviously, when I play this for real, I can't just be going to shoot zombies everywhere I walk, because that's not how the game rolls. I'm more so just trying to learn the layout of the game, just so that I know where to go, so I can minimize zombie encounters as much as possible. Oh, fuck. A card reader, huh? Alright, we have grenade rounds, frag rounds that will not get infinite until they go into those item slots. Before happy face plus bear equals skull. Yes, indeed. So yeah, Pokesaurus, I did see your comments on that fabled Splatoon stream I did. Yeah, as you can tell, I think the game's fine. But the multiplayer, I do not think is special. Not at all. I am particularly not a fan about how they lock the game behind you getting to freaking rank 10. Don't poke the bear. Obviously, you shouldn't poke a bear. If you see one, aren't you supposed to scream and hope it goes away? Alright, we got ourselves some acid rounds that are going to get infinite. Alright, handgun parts. What the frick? I guess we have to come back here as Chris. Don't poke a wasp nest. Obviously, you're not supposed to poke a wasp nest neither. Or wait a minute. Ventilation, huh? Active bombs? How many things are you gonna say not poke, huh? Of course there's a lot of stuff you shouldn't just touch. Imagine if Patrick Star from SpongeBob went around poking all that stuff. Or touching. Alright. Yeah, I have a biohazard card, so I guess I just have the wrong card. Probably have to go take that emblem back now. You can't descend. Lovely. Wondering when we're gonna find the grenade launcher. Did I press... Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. Damn it. Don't spastically press the button. Go to floor 1. Lions used to live here during the Ice Age. Well, wasn't there something called... Wasn't there a supercontinent Pangea? In fact, I think aren't a lot of mountains leftovers of the Ice Age? Pangea broke apart before there were even dinosaurs. So was there, like, no life whatsoever? Oh, Mario in the chat has a new icon, looks like. It's the exact same icon, except with, like, a more brightly colored background, looks like. There we go. Only bear to watch out for is the Grizzly Slash. There we go. Oh, the guillotine. Oh, God. Oh, shit. There we go. That worked. Oh, it's still alive. Fuck you. It's a Mega Man X4 reference. Oh, because the Mega Man X collections came out. Oh my god. That's right. You know, that's actually a collection I want to get. Probably on the PS4. Alright, there's nothing to aim at. Wait, is there something to pick up here? No. Alright, we can go through a door. Now the body bag's moving. That's lovely. We're gonna pick up the red herb. Just so that we have it. Oh, what the hell? Your icon is one of Sonic's expressions from the Adventures episodes, and you just add a VHS filter to it. Alright, we need to... no. Check it. Alright, use the lockpick. Oh, what do you know? We have enhanced parts for the pistol now. That's great. We just have to actually go get the pistol. You were playing Mega Man X. Do you mean some call me Johnny? Yeah, I do want to, like, I tell you this much. It is far more cheaper to just get the X collection than it is to buy the actual games. Like, even the PS2 games are included, even though people don't really like X7 that much. Oh, God. They got out of the body bags. And then we open the red book. X3 and X5 have fake difficulty. Aren't X6 and X7 the ones that are held in the least regard? Because I think the series was meant to end on X5, and it was supposed to lead into the Zero series, but then they ended up making X6, 7, and 8 anyway. Oh, Doctor. Oh, now I think the volume's been... oh, God damn it. There. Alright, lower the volume a bit more. You heard X8 isn't that bad? Yeah, X8 I heard is a huge improvement over 7 and 6. I think 7's the one people hate the most. But yeah, sadly, the original PS2 disc of X8 is not an easy find. So the new HD collection's a godsend. Alright, now we're gonna go down this way. Your icon's a Pikachu plushie, yeah, with a T-Rex. That makes sense. Alright, now we're gonna... oh, damn it. At least we have an item box. So, what we're gonna do is put this away. Pull out the pistol. And put away the card. Alright, there we go. Now pull the card back out. We're both playing games from Capcom. Yes, as a matter of fact, we are. Alright, so now that I have the pistol out, we need to... funny thing is, this game came out around the same time as X5, I think, yeah. Though X5 is on the PS1 and this is on the Dreamcast. Because I actually am playing a copy of the Dreamcast version that I bought from one of my game stores that I visited. And actually, you know, let's keep the pistol out because why not? And we don't need the herb. So, alright, let's push the box out of the way. Oh, I think Pokesaurus might be... Yeah, I think he is joking about how I was just blowing zombie heads off with the crossbow. Well, actually, I think I'm going to pull out the pistol and just test it out. There we go. Now, the only reason we're stopping in here is because there's some grenade rounds we need to pick up. Alright, we got our flame rounds, and then we have our... What are the green ones? BOW gas rounds. Oh, God. Are they better than the acid rounds? Then again, they only come in 3, so they might be. Alright, I might play around with the pistol just a little bit. Need to get a feel for each gun to see how well they are in taking out enemies, but for the time being, let's go deposit our grenade rounds. Alright, put away the ID, and put away the pistol, and now they're 999, 999. Bang, bang. And now we're gonna get our stuff back out. Re-equip the pistol. There was a Simpsons episode where Springfield was full of zombies. Wasn't that one of the Treehouse of Horror episodes? That was like a not a rip-off, but like a tribute to 28 Days Later. Alright. So we did everything we can do over here. We just got some extra stuff. You remember Code Veronica being a big deal? I mean, the game is actually, in terms of graphics, it's really impressive. Like, really, from my experience, a lot of Dreamcast games don't look all that great. Like, well, then again, that's because a lot of them were ports of PS1 games, and for some of them, they didn't bother upping the graphics, just the resolution. Here, like, this really shows, like, how the Dreamcast could have survived well alongside the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox if it didn't die its premature, painful death. Oh, I think Mario's quoting that episode now. I mean, another thing, nowadays, Code Veronica's reputation is that out of all the mainline games in the series, it is probably considered the hardest. Alright. Let's see. So we have to find the bugs. Dad, you killed Zombie Flanders. He was a zombie? Plenty of Dreamcast games do better than a lot of PS2 games. Well, yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind. Even the PS2, even the Dreamcast was stronger than the PS2. But at the same time, there were some ports of games that I personally feel did better on PS2 than Dreamcast. Like, recently I played an FPS called Soldier of Fortune. I've had the Dreamcast version for the longest time. And I just recently got a hold of the PS2 version. The performance of the PS2 version is about comparable to the Dreamcast version, except the load times were better on PS2, and the controls were obviously better since the PS2 controller has more buttons. I'm assuming the development studio of the Dreamcast port may have known the PS2 hardware better, I'm not sure. But I know Headhunter was actually a game that was lauded on the Dreamcast, but then the PS2 version wasn't as well received. Well, yeah, the PS2... It does depend on the game. Like, there's some games that were built with the PS2 in mind, and then developers didn't know how to work with a system other than the PS2, so as a result, the other versions weren't as good. Oh, that's right, we gotta go here. Alright. Yay, ladder. Not really sure if the Dreamcast is stronger than the GameCube or Xbox, though. Wait. Ventilator. A camel spider? Sounds dangerous. Alright. Like, now that I think about it, this version of the game, of Code Veronica does actually look better than the PS2 version. Like, if I remember correctly, the PS2 version looked a little bit grainy. Even though the PS2 version has extra content. Same thing happened with Resident Evil 4. And of course, Schnick's at the point where he's lost. This is what I mean. I need freaking recorded video evidence that helps me get through this game without me struggling with the difficulty. They're not venomous to the point where they kill you. That's good. I'd imagine they'd be freaky. They sound freaky from the name alone. Alright, hot air in the sauna. Alright. Oh, at least I definitely think buying a copy of the Dreamcast version of this game was a bit of a treat. Oh, what the hell? What do you have? Oh, all you have is bowgun arrows? Sorry, I got plenty. Oh my fucking god. Alright, according to the map, we've been almost everywhere. Oh, there's one door we didn't check downstairs. But are we even able to get to it? They look like a dinosaur face that got split. Huh. Aye. So, Mario and Chad, have you watched the podcast recently? Because Not really sure if there's any podcast highlights recently, but I know that immediately after yesterday's podcast, I ended up trying Splatoon 2, and I immediately started to not like the Volt multiplayer very much, even though the single player looks promising. And of course, I kept getting told that, oh, the multiplayer's good, the multiplayer's good. Well, to me, it's no different from other multiplayer modes. Like, what makes it so special? Not helping matters is the fact that they force you to grind to level 10 in order to, and until you get to freaking level 10, they make it to where you can only play one game mode. And I got tired of that game mode quickly. Like, I haven't even gotten to level 10 yet because I got burnt out so quickly. Not to mention, from what I've been told, that one game mode that one game mode you're allowed to play, it happens to be the worst one. I mean, I'm happy that there's plenty of people that enjoy it, including MarioTube and everybody, but, you know, I know that for instance, I know Brandon doesn't like Dark Souls. He doesn't like the classic Resident Evil games, neither, but, I mean, the single player's fine, in the second game, at least. I've been told not to get the first game. Oh, wait. Oh, you gotta be out of your mind. You snagged it on Black Friday for 25 bucks. Okay. Not sure who would have sold it for 25 bucks, but wish I got it at that price. Oy. I mean, I will certainly say that I don't understand why everyone else loves the game so much. Like, even on yesterday's stream that I did for Vandalia, like, Brandon claimed it was his #2 favorite game behind Crash. And that's perfectly fine. Like, you know, that's his opinion. He loves it. That's all good. But I'm kind of in disbelief. A game that he's only played for 2 months is his second favorite game behind a game that he's played his entire life? Like I said, that's fine if that's what he believes, but I'm just kind of, it's like it's a big head scratcher, let's put it at that. You're making your own Jurassic World hybrids? How can you do that in the Jurassic World game? Wait a minute. Oh. Oh, you're drawing them. Okay. If there is a game I really liked all the way through, I have that said game on your top favorites only like once a year. Like, what? You know, yeah, you know, let's talk about that. Like, what games would you put in that list? I don't know if I could put anything in that list. Like, it just feels like I confine myself to only certain franchises. Alright. Oh, you're writing your top 10 or 20? Yeah, for me, I could not make such a list, only because I have a hard time putting things... At least with stuff I like, I have a hard time putting things in numbers. Then again, I've been thinking about making top 10, so I think I need to get good at it. Now I'm going back to check. Let's go back to that doctor. Maybe he had the ID card, because I'm trying to find where that card is. Maybe not. Are you kidding me? Oh, the doctor had the glass eye. Okay. So that's me being an idiot right there. I need to remember that for the real run. Yeah, what's up, Doc? There's our glass eye, and now... Oh, no. I think we have a death trap puzzle coming up. Oh. There. Alright, no bullets, I'm sorry. Oh, before we go down here... okay. Let me see. Never played Sonic 3. Didn't really play through Mario World. GTA Vice City. I'm not a huge fan of the GTA 3 era games. Super Metroid. Didn't play. Didn't play much of it. Parasite Eve I want to play more of. Crash 3's good. Spyro 2 I haven't gotten to it yet. Mega Man X I want to play it, yes. And Mario 2, yeah, we were talking about Splatoon earlier. I think he has been spying on us. Huh. Oh, a freaking dinosaur that's a hybrid with a camel spider? Oh, God. Alright. Oh, you just got here. Alright. Alright, we have to take this rusty, dusty sword, and I think it activates the death trap. Oh, that was actually really dirt simple. No, Pokesaurus, we did not say that. Not necessarily. I'm just saying that I didn't think the multiplayer... I did not find the multiplayer to be anything special, and I will stand by the fact that they make you play one game mode only until you hit freaking rank 10. That is stupid. Oh, crap. There. Alright, we have the piano roll. I know where the piano roll's gotta go. Yeah. Yes, Pokesaurus, you were joking, see? I will say I did get to play the DLC campaign today, and at least I have a game to play. It's fine. Definitely was exhilarating, at least, if not stressed me out with some minor schnicklish here and there. Oh god, I blew the thing up without even knowing it. Okay. Oi. Oh, Jesus. Stay dead. There. Even then, I think the zombies always respawn in that courtyard, so generally it's not wise to kill them. See, I think that's the reason why... I'm the first person that complained about the level 10 to unlock problem. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that it's one game only, and it's the... Not to mention, combine that with the design choice to let you only play 2 maps only every 2 hours. And it's like, oh my god, it gets old. Maybe it doesn't help I'm not very competitive. But still, I personally think it's stupid. Because that would be like if a Call of Duty game made you... That's if you went to go play a Call of Duty game in multiplayer, but then they only let you play Team Deathmatch until you hit like rank 10, and then you get to play the other game modes. In fact, what if they took it an extra step and they locked the zombie mode behind you getting a certain rank? In all honesty, I think ranking up is for getting better equipment and new skills so that you can get better at the game. Like, way I see it, if you're gonna do ranking up in a multiplayer system, you need to have all the modes of play, most if not all of the modes of play unlocked. And all ranking up does is give you, like, extra perks, like new skills, new weapons, new attachments or whatever. Maybe unlock new loadouts, new abilities that make you better. Not locking the game behind it. The lack of proper local and online modes. Oh, yeah. That's another problem. Not to mention, freaking... You have to get to level 10, and yet they will all... Anytime I entered a freaking match, more often than not, they would keep putting in freaking high-leveled players that would mop the floor with me. And any other low-level players that were in there, since more often than not, there'd be more high-ranked players than low-ranked players. See, that's probably the reason why I prefer TimeSplitter's multiplayer better, because they don't have any of that ranking up stuff. Literally, all the players that play a match of TimeSplitters are equally matched. You're spawned into the map with nothing but the weapon you set the spawn in with. And from there, you just gotta search the map, find weapons laid across the map, win. That's it. I'm starting to realize I don't really like online multiplayer ranking up that much. Well, we found the blue bug. More positive news. Alright, now we're at another dead end. Then again, maybe we have to go deposit the bug first. Oh, Mario in chat's only played the first game, okay. I think that would make more sense about it being cheap. Then again, maybe not. Oh shit. We need our explosive bow gun. Ah, crap. Oh, too much, too much. There. And now we have more zombies. You have to be at least a B-. Yeah, that just sounds... Like I said, it is just a grind fest, and I'm probably not even going to bother streaming the game again until I finally reach the threshold that lets me play the rest of the game. Because me bitching and moaning on stream for like 5 hours while I slowly get there, that's probably not going to be a fun time. Oh, what the hell? I see the music box lid is open, but hang on. So there's nothing inside. That's great. A mode called League Battle. Well, see, now do you understand why I got super frustrated with the game? They make you do all these requirements just so you can join a squad with your friends. Like, give Call of Duty some credit. At least, you know, they let you do that from the beginning. And no, it is not a rewarding process. Like, it feels like It does. I mean, it's not exactly like hitting a brick wall, but it feels like you're missing out on a vital part of the game just because you have to go through a grind fest. On a more positive note, the single player at least had me interested. You only got it because it and Super Mario Maker were the only interesting Wii U games back then. I mean, well, I got the second game just because I need a new game for my Switch. I mean, well, Mario, you gotta understand, the reason why, what was pissing me off more and more was everyone making comments like saying, oh, you'll get to rank 10 in no time. I was actually playing the game for a couple of hours today. I only made it up, like, 1 or 2 ranks. I'm still not at rank 10. I'm only at, like, rank 7. And in all honesty, if I force myself to... Like, it feels like I have to play freaking 20 matches. Like, I get, like, 500 points a match. Like, 500 to 800 points a match. A little bit more if I actually win. It feels like I have to play freaking 10 matches just to get up 1 rank. That... Like, I was comparing it to ranking up in Call of Duty. Hell, I think it's actually a little slower than Call of Duty. But yeah, if they didn't lock getting to actually play the game behind ranking up and getting a freaking A rank or whatever, B-, I would have been a lot nicer to the game. The Wii U collected dust because, I mean, well, you still have Smash 4, Mario Kart, Bayonetta, and Rayman Legends. Even though all those games except Smash 4 have a Switch port now. Oh my god. I don't even use my Wii U that much except when I want to play a VC game alongside the... I've actually refused to buy a lot of the Switch ports of Wii U games I own, like Bayonetta, for example. Oh, leveling up gets so slow that 1 to 10 is a breeze by comparison. Well, that's a scary thought. Alright. Still, the DLC seems interesting. I mean, the plot is filled with cringy puns. I mean, I already said this yesterday, I can imagine it now. In the freaking Mugen story for the Shnick universe, the 8 Inklings are playing a match of Splatoon, only for one team to get wiped out because of Thanos. I mean, Mario, the one thing that had me scratching my head quite a bit, I understand that, yeah, you clearly like the Splatoon games, so they have serious flaws. I'm more confused as to Brandon's comments. He claims Splatoon 2 is his second favorite game behind Crash. And that's all fine and good, except I'm a little bit confused. He's only been playing Splatoon 2 for 2 months, versus Crash his entire life. That's a very big judgment call. Like, I'm a little bit confused by that. Like, At least the way I see it, you don't make that big a decision that quickly. Like I said, if he loves the game that much, that's perfectly fine. Just that I really don't get it. Then again, he really hates Dark Souls, a game that... I'm not devout into Dark Souls. Hell, I don't really feel like I'm devout into a lot of games. Like, I feel like the Resident Evil series I'm kind of devout into only because I really like the series lore. Now I'm gonna make your own money. You may consider getting a Switch. Well, I'm gonna be making my money, my own money, because, well, I make a little bit helping out Vandalia, but I gotta get a big boy job now that I'm graduated. Sounds like a cringy thing middle school shnick would make. What? The freaking Mugen story? Hell no. All the worlds of different games and media, just like a KH game. He started liking the game. Well, he clearly more than likes the game, I swear. Which I'll reiterate, is fine, but it's just... Your second favorite game after only 2 months? It's a little bit weird. You were referring to Thanos killing 4 Inklings? Obviously, half of all the Inklings died. When freaking Thanos did the snap of the fingers with the Infinity Gauntlet, and that's why the story is all about fixing it. And by the way, Mario, that's not something middle school shnick would write, that's something Marvel Comics writers would write. Then again, I don't intend for the freaking shnick story to be taken too seriously. I just think it's kind of fun to try and connect everything together. It takes a lot of time to top your favorite game of all time pretty close. I mean, that's why it's kind of surreal. Like, you've decided your second favorite game in only 2 months versus your first favorite game over a course of a lifetime. And meanwhile, I am lost in Resident Evil, I swear to God. This is a reason why... It was a time 10 years ago where games were your only escape. I mean, right now, what I'm doing with games is trying to interconnect them so that all their stories exist in the same universe. He could be exaggerating, but if not, you don't know. But, yeah, it is a very sudden change of heart. Like, even when I got pissed the hell off at MGS5, and then I figured out how to beat that one mission, I only merely forgave it for getting so pissed at it. I didn't automatically consider it a favorite or anything. Like, to me, it is hard to pick favorites. Really hard. I mean, actually, now that you're here in the chat, Mario 2, you want to stay? Did you want to come into a Skype call, or did you just want to stay in the chat? I mean, if you want to stay in the chat, that's all good. But just to give you a heads up, later on, we might be recording Harry Potter. If you want to come on. Oh, I need to look up Resident Evil. Besides, Mario, I'll tell you something. Oh, you are calling. Here we go. I gotta log into Skype first. Give me a minute. Because Skype is closed on the PC. And I'm still trying to look up a freaking guide because I'm lost. Oh, freaking hell. Code. There, Code. Resident Evil Code. Alright. There, freaking Dreamcast. Let's go. Alright. Let's get the Mario tube in here. The Mario Wario. Fucker! Get... No, Avast! You don't want to see this, Avast. Get the frick out of here. Avast! Get the hell out. Alright, there. What the frick? Why is it giving me the freaking... Oh my god, it's giving me the Japanese exclusive re-release.
Wow. And also, the more I think about Brandon and Splatoon, it kind of seemed like a sudden change as well to me.
Yeah, I mean, at least we both agree it was very sudden.
Yeah, it was, but I just kind of accepted it because it's more of a matter of, oh, finally, he actually plays with me in this game now.
I mean, well, I'm happy that the two of you are able to bond, thanks to that game, you know? The fact that now you can't see each other in person easily.
Yeah.
So there's that. Like, the reason I caved in and got the game was because I felt like I'm missing out now. I mean...
other people... Well, you said that other people... I'm guessing Brandon and possibly Jesse. Oh, that's not the case, right?
With what?
And like yesterday, you mentioned that Brandon and possibly Jesse would tell you, "Oh, that wasn't the case," right?
That I wasn't being excluded. Oh, they told me that in a freaking Time Splitter stream I did. Like Brandon actually was profusively apologizing. Like he was like, I'm sorry if you felt that way. That wasn't our intent.
I mean, in all honesty, I actually have a slightly different opinion about that because I actually can see why you would feel left out since we played that game a lot.
I mean, it feels like the only game you play, you know? Jesus Christ, no, I want to read the guide.
Right now, in all honesty, right now, it kind of has been, for me at least.
Yeah,
I don't know why just Splatoon has my attention right now.
I mean, there was actually a weird period when I was actually playing Call of Duty World War II, but that was only for like about a couple of weeks, and then I got out of it. And I may try it again since another DLC is releasing, but I probably won't stick with it. Like, online multiplayer in general has a hard time sticking. It always has. From the moment I first started doing it, when I got my PS3. Like, even I would argue the Time Splitters games have the best multiplayer modes, and even that has a hard time keeping my attention. Maybe because I don't have any human people to play with.
I don't know, maybe you're just more invested in story things than
I would say that, like...
gameplay.
I mean, you're saying that me having Thanos get involved with the Inklings in the other worlds, was something middle school Shnick would write? No, I'll tell you something middle school Shnick would have written. He would have self-inserted himself, and he would have made himself a freaking Gary Sue that can't do no wrong, and yet he acts like a freaking idiot.
Well, wow.
Freaking hell. Like, rewatch the... both shitty RPGs are stuff middle school Shnick would have written.
Yeah, honestly, yesterday, my biggest concern, if anything, was that I was just really afraid you're just gonna hate the game because either I was still too high of a skill level despite me doing bullshit or some other reason.
Yo, what the hell?
I was just trying to make sure that you weren't gonna just immediately run away because of something and try and get you to get used to the game or something.
I mean, I remember everyone was saying that the reason why they make you play to rank 10 before you can actually get to the rest of the game is to let you get used to the game. That's typically what a single-player campaign is for. Like, definitely that's what the Call of Duty games intend.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. Like, in fact,
Splatoon is kind of weird.
I remember the Modern Warfare games specifically. If you tried to jump straight to the multiplayer without playing campaign, they would give you a warning message saying, "Oh, we recommend you play campaign first." I mean, of course, you could click out of it and go to the multiplayer anyway, which a lot of people did, but...
Including me. I don't know, like I said, maybe people just have a bit more tolerance to it or something. I don't really know.
I mean, well, there's also people that are addicted to Fortnite.
Ew.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, fucking... I don't know if you even know this, but in Splatoon 1, when it first released, you actually had to wait a certain amount of time until the developers decided that ranked mode was going to be playable for anyone, period. Because when the first game came out, they were like, oh, you have to be this level, which was probably level 10 again. You have to be level 10 to play ranked, but since nobody is in the game just released, we're going to make it so that even when you get to that level, you still can't play it until we decide you can.
Jesus.
That's literally what they did first release of Splatoon 1. I don't know if they did it again for Splatoon 2, but I don't think they did. It was kind of weird.
Meanwhile, the chat's been kind of quiet since, but that's okay.
Yeah, honestly, the Splatoon developers have some odd choices, like Salmon Run only being available certain times. I don't think a lot of people really agreed with that one, including me. Like, people would say, oh, the reason why they have it during certain times is so then you don't get to the highest rank right away. Okay, but that shouldn't even be a problem, though. Like,
the hell? Where's
seriously?
the Queen Anne object? What the frick? Apparently I missed one of the stupid bugs.
Or, oh, they don't want the servers flooding to fucking Salmon Run. How is that even an issue, exactly?
I mean, Nintendo's been kind of slow in setting up their servers.
Well, yeah, but that shouldn't even be an argument to begin with.
Oh my god, hang on.
Like, people just made stupid arguments to fucking try and support their decision for that, but honestly, it was just kind of a dumb-ass decision to begin with, and I'm shocked that they still haven't even bothered making it available all the time.
Why do I have to freaking go to now I have to look. Oh, Mario in chat has a good point. He thinks the reason why online doesn't really appeal to us is because we all were kids at a time when local multiplayer was at its peak.
Well, I guess that's one way to look at it, but at the same time, I didn't really have online availability as a kid to begin with either. I mean, there was the PS2, but there was no way for me to hook it up since, one, I had the fat PS2, and two, the router was in the basement. My bedroom was all the way upstairs, and it was too long to even bother connecting.
Wait,
so
Mario,
we never had a chance.
Mario, we got some good news about another defeat of SJWs.
Oh, really?
You remember Chris Hardwick and how a bitter ex-girlfriend seemingly made up allegations about him just to get him in trouble?
I don't think I know a lot of these people.
Well, it's a guy called Chris Hardwick. Well, he got removed from Talking Dead because he does the freaking talk show for Walking Dead. I mean, I don't like Walking Dead, but from reports from his fans, he's actually a really great guy. In fact, after that girlfriend made the comments about him, all of his other ex-girlfriends, his current wife and mother-in-law, and even some of his co-workers came forward and defended him. In fact, the actor that played Yvette Nicole Brown, I think she's called, she took his place on all Walking Dead related panels, but when she did it, she didn't say she was replacing him. She quote-unquote said she was just filling in for a friend. Well, the news is that he's going back on Walking Dead. Talking Dead. He has his job back.
Well, why was he kicked off in the first place?
The allegations.
Really? So someone could just make allegations of a person and bam, that's the end of you?
Unfortunately, but this situation proved that those kind of people can be defeated.
That's pretty fucked up.
But I think a lot of celebrities are getting tired of it because the exact same thing happened to the Guardians of the Galaxy director, and now there's like a lot of the cast and crew of Guardians of the Galaxy plus other celebrities are coming forward defending him. Because what happened was he made a lot of like stupid jokes on Twitter involving sensitive stuff, but then he apologized for them not long after, and now 10 years later, this one guy that didn't like him decided to try and get him in trouble. And all the people defending him are noting, we've all made stupid jokes. We were all kids at one point. And truth is, by the logic that got him fired, everybody should get fired from their jobs. It's about what happens now and not in the past. Or where the hell... Wait. Painting room. Where the hell's the painting room? Alright, it's in the palace, it looks like. Wait, gold key? Where the hell's the gold key now?
Off topic, I actually forgot what real pizza tasted like.
Really?
Yeah, Domino's reminded me what real pizza actually fucking tastes like. Because I've had Little Caesars for so long and not any of the other places because they were too expensive that I just kind of forgot. And after recently having
Skeleton
Domino's,
painting, what the fuck?
their quality is so much more fucking higher in comparison to Little Caesars. It's kind of a shocker, actually. Like Domino's' dough is so much more doughier compared to Little Caesars. Their fucking taste in general is just way better. And it's like, god damn. And it's only for an extra... Well, actually, I can't really say that, because I don't know the price, but whatever.
The hell? Now I'm fucking lost. This is why I'm practicing the game. Oh my god. I have to cut
Practicing?
out the... Yeah, practicing.
I never really got what that meant. Like, what are you practicing for? A speedrun?
I'm practicing for an actual run of the game, because you can't tell, but I have a bunch of cheat codes on.
Wow.
Yeah. Because this is widely, this game is considered the hardest Resident Evil game.
Really?
Yeah, it's often, at least in the mainline series, it's considered the hardest game in the series.
Didn't I buy you this game or something?
Yeah, you bought me the PS2 version. I'm playing the Dreamcast version. Actually, funny thing is, alright. freaking ventilation has to be complete. Alright, freaking... Oh, control room. Where the hell is the...
So, what were you going to say?
No, like... When I asked you to look for this game at Fallout Games, they had a copy of both the Dreamcast and the PS2 version, and I just decided to go with the PS2 version because it was cheaper and had more stuff. But now I'm at the phase where I'm just collecting games to try out different ports, and they happen to have the Dreamcast version for the same price at my game store close by.
So which one is better?
Well, the Dreamcast version looks nicer, but the PS2 version has more content.
So then the PS2 version's better?
Yeah, you could say that. Except probably the HD version on PS3 and 360 gives you the best of both. It looks nice and it has all the extra content. When I do a real run of the game, I might play the HD version.
So then basically, don't get both unless you're a collector.
Yeah, like, they don't add that much extra content to the PS2 version. Like, they add extra cutscenes that flesh out the story a bit more. Namely, the cutscenes just let you see more of a certain villain. Oh, and they also changed the hairstyle of one other character so he doesn't look like Leonardo DiCaprio. What the fuck? Control room. Sewer basement area. What the fuck?
So your guide is not good, it sounds like.
Yeah, like, it feels like I skipped past a bunch of stuff, and Claire herself's getting impatient. I mean, thank God one of the cheats is the timer disabled, I think.
Timer disabled? There's a timer?
Well, yeah, it keeps track of how long it takes you to beat the game.
Let me guess, the faster you go through the game, the better the ending.
No, you need to go fast in order to get an A rank. Getting an A rank in this game is a freaking test. Like, it is freaking endurance. Not only do you have to beat the game in like 4.5 hours, you're only allowed to save once.
What?
And you can't use any first aid sprays, only herbs.
What the fuck?
And all you get for your trouble is an infinite ammo rocket launcher.
Well, once you get A rank, why would you want to play the game again?
I guess if you wanted to just blow shit up with a rocket launcher. Courtyard. Wait.
Speaking of after-game content, it's really frustrating when the game has actual after-game content, but it doesn't tell you that. I hate it when games do that shit.
You hate when games do what?
Like, fucking... When games have actual after-game content, yet they refuse to tell you that.
I mean, well, you can unlock a battle mini-game after playing this.
But it's like, if it's in the single player, then they don't tell you once you beat it, and you don't know beforehand, then you just assume, oh, okay, I'm done. And that's it.
I mean, well, if you do unlock the rocket launcher, they tell you.
But I'm saying that I hate it when some games don't tell you there's after-game content.
Hmm. Oh, have I... Well, when Pokesaurus gets back, well, I'll wait for his I'm back message. But yeah, I've heard of Pepsi Man. I played the game once for stream, I think.
You did?
Yeah. I don't know if I don't think I got far. I had to download a ROM of it, of course. Oh, wait a minute.
I got to hear Schnicklish.
Probably not, but... I mean, of course, if I play Harry Potter later, I'm gonna have to play both versions, PS1 and GameCube. I did get the PS2 version for comparison's sake, and it performs a lot worse than the GameCube version. Like, it moves at 30 with some frame rate drops on PS2, but then the GameCube version's at a steady 60.
See, it's weird. Fucking... The GameCube proved that Nintendo could be the more powerful company over all the others, yet they choose not to.
I mean, the problem with the GameCube... I mean, the thing that was all the rave was that the Xbox and the PS2 could play DVDs, whereas the GameCube couldn't. And then the Xbox had online, the PS2 gave the network adapter. The GameCube had online, but like only for like selected games only.
I've only heard of one game that actually has online capability.
I
don't know of any others.
Phantasy Star.
That's the one game I was referring to. Though I do know that Mario Kart Double Dash actually has a LAN mode, but in order to actually unlock it, you have to have a lot of GameCubes and a lot of copies of said game. And you also have to have some kind of cable to link up the GameCubes. And good luck trying to get all the TVs for the GameCubes as well. You could probably just get a computer monitor, I suppose, but still, good luck.
Oh my god. I am lost as all hell. This didn't turn out as well as I thought.
And I guess this is why you have the practice right now?
Yeah, exactly, because... I mean, at this rate, I can't use this stream as a guide, because it's such a long stretch. Even if I do figure things out, it's going to be such a long stretch. Unless I make a comment showing what part of the video I have to skip to. It says something about a freaking eagle medal. Wah, wah. And this is one thing about the game that makes it a bit difficult. The zombies in this courtyard and other rooms always respawn. Whereas in other Resident Evil games, unless scripted events occur, the zombies tend to stay dead. So you could lose your ammo quickly. So now we're gonna go back. I think I know what area it's talking about. I know that Jesse's at... I know...
Oh, yeah.
I know that Jesse's at Brandon's house, and that's why they didn't call.
Oh, so that's why Brandon didn't answer me earlier.
Yeah, Jesse was messaging me.
Yeah, Brandon tried calling me at 1 in the afternoon, but I was fucking asleep all day.
Wah, wah. All they said is that they were... All Jesse says that the two of them were busy with something.
He didn't say what?
Yeah, he didn't say what. I better not find out that I wasted that eagle plate. Because it looks like it... Oh my fucking god! Oh, there's 2 eagle plates.
Are you using a shitty guide or something?
Oh my god. Casino, palace, hallway, office. I mean, probably doesn't help that I can't tell freaking what they're talking about.
And now Pokesaurus is finally back.
Oh, he is? Alright. I think you're back. Yes, Pokesaurus. I know, Pepsi Man. Don't worry. And if the stream starts screwing up, like if my sister starts using FaceTime, then yeah, then we're definitely going to Harry Potter. Do I have Pepsi Man? Yeah, I have a ROM of it downloaded, yes, and I've played it. Oh wow, right as I said the stream's gonna start screwing up, there we go.
God damn it. Why'd you ruin it, Shnick?
My sister might... I'm not sure if she's using FaceTime or something. Probably doesn't help that she had a friend over and they were watching a movie, which meant that she wasn't going to be using FaceTime, but maybe that friend... Maybe lowering the...
fucking early 2000s thing.
Alright, let's lower the bit rate to, like, by half. Half of all bit rate.
Like, oh, why use Skype when you can use FaceTime?
Looks like lowering the bit rate is a temporary solution for now.
Sorry to go back to Splatoon 2, but how often do you see yourself playing that game? Including with me and Jesse.
I don't know. I guess if you asked.
Oh.
Alright, we have...
So it's more of a... So I guess it's more of a matter of when we ask you and not when you feel like it.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
So in other words, me with movies. Okay.
Well, now I hear my sister talking, so I think she is using FaceTime.
Oh, fuck. She probably heard you say that from upstairs and is like, oh, well, now I'm gonna spite Shnick.
Yeah. I mean, at least slashing the bit rate, has it be somewhat stable.
I wonder if you streaming affects her FaceTime.
It's weird because it seems streaming is the only thing that gets cut down when certain things are done. I'm gonna save another file just in case. Lost. And the guides don't help. And the stream's screwing up. I only really felt like turning the stream on just so that, because why not?
Bye bye.